Al-Jamea. My husband and I have a long friendship with Mary and Reza. I want to thank everybody in behalf of the Homami family to be here on a long holiday. We really appreciate you to be here to celebrate the life of a great man. Reza is survived by his wife, Mary, his daughter, Andy, his son, Bob, the daughter-in-law, Christina, Jessica, and Alexander, that he really loved so much. Reza was born in Aradon, Garmsar. When he was just 7 years old, the family moved to Tehran. After high school, Reza started working with Iranian utility company. This is early 70s. Computer was something very new, even in United States. He was trained as a computer programmer and a system analyst. After a few years, he left the utility company. He started his own business, Computer Learning Center in Tehran. He was a very successful businessman. He sponsored many of his students financially to finish their course. Reza was smart with a great vision for a better life. In 1976, he decided to move with his family to United States. Most of Iranian, they moved to United States after 1979 Persian Revolution. But Reza has the vision to live in a better place for himself and for his family. When he comes to United States, a Persian, as you know, with that broken Persian accent, he was hired by a most prestigious company, Granite, and he worked as a computer analyst there. Reza not only supported all those students in Tehran in his computer learning center, when he moved to United States after the revolution, he sponsored many members of his family. He gave them home. He gave them job. He helped them financially. He was just a great man. He was just a great man. In 1996, Reza retired from Granite. And this energetic man, he wouldn't retire and sit home. He started a new franchise, Round Table Pizza. He had 2 locations. He ran it successfully. In the recent years, he had Muhammad Ali with him. He really adopted him like his own son. And Muhammad Ali always called him Agha Reza. I love you, Agha Reza. We all miss you. On all those roundtable convention, that's how we started our friendship years ago. Mary, Reza, Abdullah, and I were unseparated. In every convention in Hawaii, Scott is our witness. We were all on the beaches of Hawaii every October. And every March, we were playing on the Las Vegas tables. You know, Reza loved to play blackjack, and he was an expert in it. He would always show me what to do. One of the words that Reza always used to say, it was, "What a life." What a life. Reza, what a life you accomplished. What a life you give to your children. What a love you shared with them. Reza, as you know, always so chic, had a great taste of clothing, even more than the wife that was a boutique owner. Reza, always his clothes was more expensive than Mary. that he passed, Muhammad Ali goes to the restaurant and then to tell the employees that he has passed. And then one of the employees tells Muhammad Ali, this is not possible. I smelled his cologne this morning here. So he is not gone. He's here. He's here with us, not in a human body, but he will be with us. His spirit is with us. His love never dies. We traveled with Homamis few times. Once we went to the Bordeaux section of France on a cruise on River Garonne. And then another time, just 2 years ago, we were on the Blue Danube to discover the culture of Vienna, Budapest, and Bratislava. Reza enjoyed his life fully. Reza loved Mary. They were an amazing couple. Both never retired. They were so energetic. Reza was a proud father. Talk about his love to his children in all our walks in Carmel by the beach. Jessica and Alexander, they were the highlight of his life. And then he would, every time they loved Grandpa's kebab. And no matter what, how tired he was making it for them. This amazing, loving family, when just a few months ago, they find out that Reza was diagnosed with cancer, Mary never stopped caring for him. With all the nutrition, Persian food, from halim to ash to korma sabzi. Every day I talked to him, she was cooking something different for him. Bob and Andy, for the last month, they moved from LA and Texas, and they never left his side. The family didn't leave Reza's side till his last breath. Reza was right to be so proud of his children. Your presence was a great blessing he could have before leaving us. At the end, all it stays for all of us as we grow in age is not money, is not fame, is love. Is love that rests with us. God is love. And that love that Reza gave to each single of us, which we'll stay forever. Reza, what a life. Reza, may you rest in peace. Ruhat shad, till we meet again. I have a poem from Rumi. I'm going to say it in Farsi, and then I have the translation also in English for all the new generation that they wouldn't understand. به روز مرگ چون تابوت من روان شد، گمان مبر که مرا درد این جهان باشد. برای من مگرد، مگو دریغ دریغ. به دوغ دیوار درافتی، دریغ آن باشد. جنازم چو بینی مگو فراق فراق. مرا وصال و ملاقات آن زمان باشد. مرا به گور سپاری مگو وداع وداع. که گور پرده جمعیت جنان باشد. فرو شدن چو بدیدی برآمدن بنگر. غروب شمس و قمر را چرا زیان باشد. تو را غروب نماید ولی شروق بود. لحد چو حبس نماید خلاص جان باشد. کدام دانه فرو رفت در زمین که نرست، چرا به دانه انسانت این گمان باشد. کدام دل فرو رفت و پر برون نامد، ز چاه یوسف جان را چرا فغان باشد. دهان چو بستی از این سوی از آن طرف بگشا، که های و هوی تو در جو لامکان باشد. And here is Rumi is a very famous poem, is one of the most famous poems in Iran. His poems has been translated in all languages, and I'm sure most of the Persian here, they are familiar with him. But many Americans also, they know him and they respect him. And here is the English translation. On the day of my death, when my coffin is on its way, don't go thinking I grieve the loss of this word. Don't cry for me, and don't say, alas, alas. The real shame would be if you were caught in the devil's snare. When you see my funeral procession, don't say, oh, separation, separation. For me, that will be the moment of reunion. When you lay me to rest, don't say farewell, farewell, for the grave is veiling from you the congregation of paradise. When you see descent, interpret it ascent. Why should setting be a loss to the sun or the moon? What seems like setting is actually rising. The grave looks like a prison, but it's really the soul release. What seed ever went into the ground and did not grow? Why should you suppose that it wouldn't be the same with a human seed? What bucket descended and was not full when it ascended? Why should the Joseph soul despair over the well? When you close your mouth on this side, open it on the other. Save your voice for the atmosphere of infinity.